funnily enough, on my story yesterday, I was like, yeah, I'm feeling so good. I wake up today, I feel like fucking arsehole. I'm training glutes and hamstrings today, and then Callum's coming to see me after the session to do an in-person check-in. I'm going to try and take you through, like, as I always do, some educational stuff, like some training tips and pointers and stuff during my session, if I can find the energy to. If I'm a little bit dead this session, please forgive me, because I am 9 weeks out this weekend. So, yeah, give me a break, because I know everyone loves seeing me being crazy on my YouTube. I'm sure I'll perk up when the pre-workout kicks in. Even these 5 kilos feel heavy. Fucking hell. I'm going to shut up now and crack on. It's all in your mind, guys. That's what I was telling everyone on my fucking Instagram yesterday. If you think you feel shit, you're going to feel shit. Well, guess what I'm doing today? So I've got delts in twice a week before, like, 2 of my lower body sessions. They'll probably get removed, like, in the next few weeks, just because my body's growing. But I'm actually enjoying doing them again. Fucking love training upper body far too much. It's because, you know, I was a figure girl for 3 years, so I'm kind of used to it. Calorie-wise at the moment, 2.5 on a training day, 2.3 on a rest day. Steps still 12k, and then I've got cardio 3 times a week, 30 minutes on rest days only. So to be honest, like, it's pretty easy so far. I just think I felt a bit shitty today because I've just had a shit sleep. I feel like I'm getting to that point in prep where you're waking up at 4 o'clock and you're like, your body's like alert. I always get this in my prep. Like my last prep, I was getting up at 3:30 in the morning. Like, what the fuck? But I did have an hour's cardio to do. That's probably why I was like alert, but yeah. I'm actually wearing a Gymshark today. I've got a Vanquish here. So this is Vanquish. I get asked what I wear all the time. Vanquish, Gymshark leg day. That's me every time I train. New Gymshark sliders. These are fucking sick, to be fair. And then a Gymshark hat. I'm going to get the other colours because I thought I might look stupid because sometimes I have hats that are really long here and you look just fucking ridiculous. But yeah, I'm quite vibing this today, to be fair. Partials for the win. Right, that's enough of upper body. Will it wham then? I don't even fucking train my arms in the fucking state of the fuckers. Like, what is this about?
When I push, I feel good. When I pull, I feel good. When I push, 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 push. When I push, I feel good. When I pull, I feel good. When I push, 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 push.
Right, so I'm targeting my glute med here. I've done this in my YouTube before, but like, I'm standing on a box because sometimes you'll find like when you've not got the box there, this foot drags on the floor, which can be really irritating. I'm trying to get like a full stretch on my glute, so I'm lengthening it, shorten. Again, with these, you don't need to load them up much because, well, you just don't, because you're working such a small part of your glute as well, that if you start to, and because you're quite unstable just being on one leg, you'll just lose the connection. So don't chase the load with stuff like this. To be fair, with my Glute Max ones, I can now load it because I'm a bit more stable just with how my setup is. But these, I don't need to because I'm just working the glute med here, and that's, yeah, that's challenging enough. I'm going to treat myself to a pendulum squat today because I've got hip thrust in, but I actually hate the Nautilus glute drive. It is the worst glute drive ever, in my opinion. And I don't think the Smith machines go low enough. And to be quite honest with you, I haven't got the patience today to be doing, like, trying to do crazy setups. So this is testing me enough today. Sass.
When I push, I feel good. When I pull, I feel good. When I push, 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 push. When I push, I feel good. When I pull, I feel good. When I push, 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 push.
Right, while I'm just sat here between my warm-up sets. So when it comes to like training plans, right? So a lot of people ask me like, how do I grow my glutes and how do I grow my quads and stuff? So when you are structuring a training plan, you need to prioritize your weaker areas first. So like for me, my glutes are my weaker, well, I don't know if they are now, but they were. So when I was trying to bring them up, they were prioritized. So they were at the start of the session, because if I put them at the end, when I'm already fatigued, I'm not going to get the most out of them. So when you are structuring your training plan, you need to think about, right, where are my weak areas? Prioritize those first, and then you can obviously add in your stronger areas at the beginning. And then, you know, going through training blocks, so having periods of focusing on, you know, your glutes, and then glutes will eventually come up and then focus on the next thing, you know. If you're like lagging everywhere, then it makes sense to kind of like hit all your lagging parts in one training split. But for me, like, because my glutes were lagging because my quads were blowing up, I've now prioritized glutes in this training split. So like I've got no direct quad work anymore. So it's just important to go through like cycles of your training, prioritizing you know, your weak areas. So yeah, hopefully that helps some of you.
Let's go. Oh, right in. Let's go again.
I'm gonna put this up one because it's fucking crushing my quads. Jesus Christ.
Squeeze. All the way in. Go again. Drive. Powerful. Go.
Yeah. Do you know what I didn't? My seat was too far forward. If you see that set, I was doing that. Shit setup, Chloe.
Come on, Chloe, let's go. Squeeze. Big fucking hammies. Let's go. There we go. Keep going. Squeeze.
One with you.
Come on, let's go. All the way in. Get it.
I'll do an extra set because the first one was shit. If you were to structure the perfect glute day, I mean, to be honest with you, like there's no perfect glute day because everyone is built very differently. So some exercises, some people won't connect well with, but I'm going to give you an example here. So I always like to start off with like an exercise like I did previously to fire up my glutes, so like a kickback variation or even hip abduction, okay? And then I'll move on to my compounds. So I'll always have a hinge in there and a form of a press, and then, you know, a hamstring curl. So I will have compounds and isolation exercises in there with accessory exercises. And I always find that when I start off with like accessory exercises, I can just like get my glutes firing a lot. And then also actually having at the end as well, because they're so fatigued, the connection is really good. So for example, you might just start off with a glute kickback, then you might move on to, you know, if your hamstrings are weak, you might then do a seated hamstring curl. You then might move on to a dumbbell RDL, for example, okay, and then a glute drive, and then you may finish with some split squats, so like a glute focused split squat variation, and then again maybe another kickback variation to kind of just finish the glutes off. So it's just about finding the exercise that works well for you and trying to just find the exercise that you connect well with, because if you're not connecting well with them, then they're literally pointless. But also don't make your session dictated by compounds, okay? Like in my sessions, you'll probably see like 2 or 3 compounds in there, but I always have a hinge and I always have like a press, and I always have some sort of isolation exercise in there as well. So yeah. So I'm making this it's gonna get my quads, right? Much like a leg press, but instead of having my feet here, so I have my feet here, watch, my knees go over my toes. That's a lot more quad. If I put my feet a little bit higher, slightly pointing out as well. I feel my glutes so much more. Yeah. And I love this pendulum. And Cal's like deprived me from any squat variations, so I'm being naughty today. I've spent a long time as well, like really focusing on the connection I'm getting with my glutes, and that's kind of meant really breaking down the movement. And to be fair, because my training split is so glute dominant, like it's made me really fucking think about all my sort of glute movements. And also, I go on about this on Instagram all the time, but I get regular massages like every 2 weeks, and I'm not just saying this, but I swear down, like it's actually like leveled my training up so much because I don't have loads of tightnesses anymore, and like my muscles are just way more efficient, you know, like I'm just connecting so much more, and that is down to having regular massages. If you're an athlete, to be honest, anyone, if you're training hard, you want to grow, and you're not getting massages, what the hell are you doing? Like, you don't just drive your car and not service or MOT and expect it to be okay. Like, your body is going through a lot of fucking shit, so don't come at me telling me that you're all tight and you're hurting if you're not getting massages. You know, my girls say to me, oh, my knees are bad. I'll be like, when did you last get a massage? They're like, oh, I can't remember. And I'm like, there you go. There you go. Well, you know Sammy Virgie is playing? I know his girlfriend. He's so good. I love him. I actually speak to her a lot, by the way, just a claim to fame here. Right, that's my working weight. I'm going to add in a 2-second pause in the hole.
Why are you doing that?
So, adding a pause in the hole, it will literally stop you from using momentum. And like, you can almost like, it's almost like, what's the word I'm trying to use? Resetting yourself. So when I pause, I'm like, right, now I'm going to drive out the hole, and you get so much better contraction that, you know, then you can explode out the bottom as well without just bouncing. So if you find like you're bouncing out of your movement, pause for 2 seconds. That pause in that length and range is going to literally blow your legs up. Oh my god, Reese! Fucking hell! Everything hurts. Wow, my legs are whammy, man. Oh yeah.
I feel your touch, your kiss is not enough. And if you believe in me, don't think my love's for me. I won't take nothing less than a deeper love.
Wow, that was all right, but where I'm fatigued, I can really feel I'm losing my brace quite a lot. So I'm just very aware of that today. So obviously RDLs, you start losing your brace, it goes to shit. Had a heavy week of training. Well, last fucking, don't know how many weeks I've been going ham. It's only gonna catch up on me. Don't even when I had last head deload, you know. It's pretty bad, maybe I need one. Yes. Really hard for it not to come out of the body sometimes. Really conscious of that. That's why with normal RDLs, I'm now doing Smith machine because like really helps me lock in. These are still good though, I feel them, but yeah, just it's where my lower is stronger than my upper. So that when I'm holding dumbbells, like I'm not good at bracing. I don't train it, it's not strong. It kind of is, but not in comparison to my legs. Right, hi guys. Whew. Right, I got some questions I got asked yesterday. Okay, goals. This is from Jack actually. Goals for this season, honest, even if they're big. Right, I've got my realistic head, and then I've got my I will achieve big things head, right? So, you know, it's my first time as a pro competing. So going into your pro debut with that mindset of, you need a strong mindset, but putting a lot of pressure on yourself when you're up against girls who have been doing it for years, who are heavily, like more heavily muscled than me, potential of being to Olympia, you know. So if I go this year, obviously, right, my goal, right, is to win. Of course it is. But my realistic mindset is, or mind, is if I come top 10, as long as I don't come last, I'll be happy, you know. Like, I'm going into the season very open-minded, open to like a lot of criticism about my physique, because I know I've got a lot of improvements to make still. But yeah, my goal is to win that Olympia stage. That is my goal. But then I'm very realistic as well. So I'm not saying that's going to happen this year, but that is my ultimate goal, is to be on the Olympia stage. Right, so with a leg press, you're not ever going to be able to isolate your hamstrings and your glutes because it's a compound exercise, right? You're still going to get quad in this, but bigger piece of advice for this movement, obviously have your foot higher, because if you've got it low down, you're going to get lots of knee flexion. So what I do is I think about dragging my foot down the plate, right? And that creates tension on my hamstrings, they're already on. Whereas I push up, they're not on. If I push down, they're on, right? And I'm then thinking about the glutes and hammies throughout. Thinking, pause. I don't let go of them. I'm thinking about the glutes, pushing out the hole. Go, again, drag foot down. And honestly, that is fucking hammies and glutes on. Fuck. Next question. Can you film or talk about what you eat in the day of training and off days, if different, please? So there's one coming next week, so I'm going to skip that question. Oh, this is a tune. Managing fatigue on prep, how do you best combat it? So the thing is, right, it's about understanding, like, are you fatigued just because you're in a deficit, or are you actually in need of a pullback? And again, it's very important to have a coach who understands that. And also, because I'm such a seasoned competitor and I'm a coach myself, I know the difference, like, between fatigue and when I need to, like, pull back, so a refeed, you know, or maybe have a deload. So managing fatigue, just making sure that you're focusing on sleep, recovery, you know, potential training body needs to come down towards the back end of prep. And yeah, like sleep and recovery are like the main things. You are going to feel fucked though. If you think you're going to be okay in the prep and not feel fatigued, well, you're fucking deluded, because you're going to feel like shit. But it's understanding, like, when you need to pull back and when you need to just crack on, okay? Sometimes pulling back pushes you forwards.
Nice. It's a lot sharper. See your tines now starting. Before it was like you could see the tissue there, but you couldn't see that pull through.
Yeah.
Last time I saw you, now you can start to see some real detail there.
Yeah.
But you're holding that fullness, which is really nice to see, especially now.
I'll go through my mandatory so you can see.
Yeah. Just go back a little bit so you got a little bit more downlight on you. Yeah. Yeah. That's a great shot. Fucking waist is tiny. Good.
This side I struggle with.
It's just rotation, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think it would be harder to do that post-training as well. When you're
Yeah.
fresh, it will be easier to pose there.
Yeah.
Where you are now, because it's 3 days a week, going to daily and making those other changes, within a couple of weeks here, it will start getting very, very quick change.
Yeah.
It's like from what we've seen over the last, when did I last see you, 2 weeks ago?
2 or 3 weeks ago, yeah.
Ultraflex, like, it's massive changes already.
Yeah.
Massive. And just the feedback from you in terms of this week, feeling like, oh, I fucking feel like I'm in prep now. Like, that's your body just saying, right, it's go time now.
Yeah, I definitely do today. But that's fine, I like that shit anyway.
You're like, this is what you thrive off now.
Yeah.
It's because you know you're there.
9 weeks.
9 weeks.
Oh my God.
Should be ready in 4.
Oh, fucking no. I've still got a lot to come off my glutes though.
Yeah, honestly, it will come.
Yeah.
It will come. You're on 3 days of cardio a week, Chloe.
And still 2,500 calories.
Like,
yeah.
literally, we just go, food stays the same, output up. And then if I need to pull food down again one more time, then that'll be another shift. But just you going to daily cardio is going to make a massive
Yeah, because the
difference.
amount of calories I burn in those sessions.
Huge.
Because it's keeping me going, that food. It's
And
good.
I'd rather, like in the situation we're in now, because you've got more tissue in this prep, a lot more, the calorie element and your ability to keep training in a good place is carrying that through to the end of the process as well.
Yeah.
As soon as we get to a point where it's like, my fucking workouts are gone
I'm
down
not
the
feeling
drain.
it at all.
We
Apart
can't,
from today.
We can't go there.
Yeah. Well guys, thank you so much for watching today. Cal's made some changes. So as of Monday, cardio's going in every single day now. So 30 minutes every single day. Steps will, I mean, to be fair, I was given 12K steps, but I'm doing more because I'm walking baby Arlo, you know, and I just end up just walking around so much because ADHD. It comes into handy sometimes. So yeah, he's happy, I'm happy. 9 weeks to go. It's going to keep ticking the boxes. You know, it's going to probably start to get a little bit hard now. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed watching me train. It was an okay session. Like, I was feeling a little bit of in a hole today, but it is what it is, it's prep. I still got, you know, my movement's done, and he's happy with how I look. So as always, thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any more requests, I can't say that, fucking hell, requests on, you know, future videos, then let me know. But as always, like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you on the next one.